This tutorial will walk you through how to use the 11-ounce glitter mug animation. When you download your files, you'll get the zip file, so it's important you extract all, choose a location on your hard drive and extract. Once you've done that, you should see, if you can navigate to where you downloaded it, you should see a PSD and two movie files, one handle and one body. The reason it's important you extract and not open from the zip file. If you try to directly open from the zip file, for example, if you open the zip and then double click that, Photoshop won't be able to see the body or the handle movie. So the correct way is to extract all the files somewhere on your hard drive, then go to that location and open the PSD from there. So once you've done that, you've navigated to wherever you saved it, double click the PSD. You can then, first thing you want to do is add your design to the mug, and the way you do that is in this layer stack. You'll see this step 1. So you double click the smart little thumbnail here. This takes you to this section. You ignore, there's nothing to do here. All you've got to do is double click this thumbnail, and here's where you add your design. So typically I would go place embedded and then navigate to wherever you keep your designs, find a design, and then when you found it, hit the place button. Then resize it to fit the area, or do whatever you need to do to make it so you're happy with the placement. And then when you're ready, close by clicking this, and it's important that you say yes here, and then you're back to this section here, which you don't need to do anything other than close it and say yes again, and then your design should show on the mug. And then to render the mug, you click this burger menu. You can't actually see what it's showing you here because it's off the screen, but if I can move this up a bit, you might be able to see there's a thing called render video. All you need to do there is click that, give it a name, and then select a folder where you'd like to save the animation. You can probably stick with all these defaults, but if you know what you're doing, you can change those if you need to, and then just click render. And then depending on the speed of your machine, it could take anything from a minute to a minute or two. Other things to show are, if you want to change the background, you can. There's mine, but you can see there, I just toggle that on and off, and then you could place your own on there. Same way, place embedded. Navigate to wherever you keep your backgrounds. See if I can find one. And resize the background if necessary. And the only other important thing to do is, when you've added a background, Photoshop defaults it to 5 seconds. So what you need to do is find the layer in the animation stack down here. I'm going to shrink it because it's not showing the whole toolbar there. Use these little icons here to make this area bigger or smaller, and you'll see here that the background has defaulted to 5 seconds. So all you need to do is grab this edge, drag it to there. If you don't do that, the background will just disappear after the 5 second mark. So that's the only word of warning I'd give you when you're adding a new background. Other things you can do are change the colour of the mug. To do that, you'll see if you open the mug folder, are these two blue areas. If you double click the colour overlay, you can change this to any colour you like. Quick tip: copy when you're happy with the mug colour, copy the value you used, and then you can paste that straight into the handle. And that's it. If you've got any queries, give me a shout.